Alrighty, good morning everybody. Hope you had a good 3-day weekend there. It is Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Let's go ahead and jump back. Now yesterday technically was, a low volume market, but we still had some really nice directional move throughout the day. So if you did trade yesterday, some pretty good action to the upside there. We're not going to spend a lot of time here, but right out of the open, they pulled back and held right off of the roadmap level, and then the overnight resistance, right? Came right into it, and then we rode up the fast moving average for a while there. So good opportunities to make money there in the morning. On the pullback, obviously we got the first tag of the 200, and let's zoom in and take a look. Came right into the 200, double bottom, bullish divergence, comes up, but notice can't really get through the fast moving average. Comes back down, tags the fast moving average, and comes right back. So if you did try that first tag, you got a decent scalp, maybe 4 to 5 points, and then came right back at you. And then after that, you got a continuation to the upside. Good opportunity to try a pullback to the 200 here. And then the interesting thing is we came all the way up, and our next target to the upside was right here at 59.1975. What was the high yesterday? Right up to 59.18.5. Quite literally a point and a quarter away from our next target to the upside. Once we could break out through the previous target, which was up here at 58.73. So yesterday we achieved that target. We came just in front of it there, good enough. And now what do you know? We are pulling back from there. So very interesting to note that our next target to the upside basically became the high of yesterday, the new all-time high. Let's go back to Friday now, and Friday was a much, interestingly enough, not much more volume on Friday either. But let's take a look here. We were talking about all the clues for the bulls to try and continue to push, and sure enough, right out of the open here, we'll go ahead and zoom in. You had some really good opportunities to get long. Now you can see here in the pre-market, just a couple minutes before the open, and then just a couple seconds before the open, what do you know? We got a nice smooch of the holy orange power level here, which began the push higher. So if you did try buying the hopeful there just 2 or 3 seconds before the market opened, you got yourself the entire push for the day with zero risk, right? And this is again another example of the holy orange power level being the scene of the crime for the major rotation. Now, we held from there, and then we held the previous daily close here on the first pullback. So you can see it launched out back on Friday, pulled back, and then basically held the previous daily close, ducked through by maybe 2 points max, and then we got the continuation to the upside, and it rode the fast moving average the whole way. So some pretty good stuff. We had expected resistance up here at 58.53.5. Didn't seem to really do much on the way up, but that expected resistance level then became a really great bullish opportunity once we broke out through it. So we got beautiful duck through by a couple ticks there, and then the next pop out. So you could have got yourself another 8, 9, 10 points to the upside. And then, of course, they had to duck a little bit further down there, make it a little more difficult for the bulls, but came right to the VWAP. So if you were looking on this pullback here, what were some of the key areas we would have expected to see hold? Well, the first roadmap level at 53, and bam, that held. And then the next level, as it was failing back through that area, would have been VWAP, right? And what do you know? Right to VWAP. Beautiful bullish divergence on that area, on that test, and then from there you got the next pop. And so from VWAP, again, a couple ticks of risk, and you could have got yourselves over 20 points to the upside with, again, 2 or 3 ticks of risk. If you missed out on buying VWAP, what do you know? That very roadmap level we had on our charts became a perfect opportunity here to buy with bullish divergence and capture this nice 15-point pop to the high of the day. And your target really should have been up to just about in front of 72 there, but again, just missed it by a little bit there. and then you can see the market sold off at the end of the week there, holding the back end of the fast moving average the whole way. So pretty good opportunities on Friday of last week. Some of the most notable rotations in the chart right off of our roadmap levels. And then, like I said, right out of the open there, if you bought right off the holy orange power level, you captured that whole push as well. So pretty good stuff on Friday. And then if we go back to yesterday here, Columbus Day, you can see they continued on their bullish move, having a little trouble at that next roadmap level around 72 that pulled back, came back up, and then held that for the push higher. And we talked about some of the stuff that happened yesterday. So pretty good stuff. And now here we are coming into Tuesday morning, and we are playing around up at the all-time high right now. Looks like the bulls are defending this pullback at the moment. And for the last couple tests, we've been holding right at the holy orange power level here to try and come up through the previous daily close. So that concludes our review for the last couple days. Let's go ahead and jump up to the higher time frames and see what they have to say for this morning. Now,